What's going on, guys? Welcome back to WWE Network and Chill, where I, Graham Matthews, break down all the original content I watch on the WWE Network, Peacock, and on USA Network, as today we're talking Season 2, Episode 17 of Miz and Mrs., entitled Mizsteaks Wieners. So, Mizsteaks is spelled Miz Steaks, get it, and Wieners. And it makes more sense by the end of the episode why it is entitled such. Another very entertaining episode of the show, per usual. So, the show kicks off with Miz and Maurice in the house. They find George outside sunbathing. Like, basically, not in the nude, but like, he was almost practically naked. He had like a Speedo on, and that was about it. So, way more than needed to be seen, to put it lightly. Miz, meanwhile, wants to go play golf at a country club and tries to convince Maurice that it's a good idea by saying that there's stuff there for the kids. She's not overly enthralled with the idea, but he says that there's stuff there for the kids, so that's why it's a good idea for everyone. Meanwhile, George is playing guitar in the house, because I think he lives there now. So he's playing guitar in the house, and he wakes up Monroe in the process. That's when Maurice is like, he has to go. He can't be here. He's got to be out of the house. Like, he's a fucking teenager, and he's causing too much havoc, whatever. Well, we can't have him here in the house. He's making too much noise. He needs to go find a hobby. So Miz tries to help him find a hobby. They bring him somewhere, or Miz brings him somewhere to kind of find what he likes. He doesn't like anything. But George hustles him in a game of like race car or something, wins $100, and still makes Miz buy him lunch at a local food truck. Remember the food truck, because George loves the food truck, so he kind of like falls in love with it when they go to get lunch from there, and he has Miz buy it for him. Meanwhile, Miz and Maurice tour the country club. They're really enjoying it. They play golf in an attempt to kind of win over the members of the country club, to kind of win over their membership application process. So they're trying to impress the people there. Everything goes wrong. Pumpkin the dog runs off on the golf course after Marjo lets him loose. So it's just a complete mess. Meanwhile, you find out George buys a food truck. And Miz is like, I don't know what the hell this is, but if you can sleep in it and it keeps you busy, more power to you. Meanwhile, Miz wants Maurice and the rest of the family to act normal before they have people over from the country club, the main guy, and then also the president, who they haven't met yet. They have to bring them over, impress them during the interview so they can get into the country club. So they come on over. Everything goes wrong. Monroe swears because Marjo said a swear word in front of Monroe. So she starts swearing. Marjo asks one of the officials from the country club out on a date, asks him if he was single. And also George shows up with his food truck outside the house, blaring on the horn. Miz's face is plastered all over it for a food or for a snack or whatever called Miz's Little Wieners, which I thought was hilarious. They have a picture of Maurice on there too. So it's just complete chaos, but it goes over well with the country club officials. They love it. They try the food. They're like, yeah, you guys, despite how eccentric you are, would be good fits for the country club. So we would like to welcome you, and if that's still something you're interested in. They say, yeah, of course, absolutely, blah, blah, blah. So they get into the country club for as much chaos as there is at the end of the episode with everything going wrong. They still end up in the country club they wanted to get into. So another very entertaining episode of the show. I know 3 hours of Raw is unbearable to sit through most weeks, especially recently, but it's always worth it to watch Miz and Mrs. right after Raw goes off the air. You can always catch it on USA Network's website, NBC's website, whatever, on DVR as well. They're all there. But yeah, another very entertaining episode per usual. So thank you guys for checking out these reviews. I appreciate it. Be sure to like the video, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. You can also check out more Miz and Mrs. reviews down below here on the channel from WWE Network and Chill. Have an awesome one, guys. I'm Graham Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.